So apparently horses can be free. Didn't know that. Okay, but I had a really good idea. I had a really good reason as to why I thought horses were $50,000, because the person that I knew, my ex voice teacher, had a horse, and she said she was complaining that it cost her like $50,000. So I didn't think about that there were different kinds of horses, because she was a trained equestrian, and apparently she had like a special horse. But I just thought all horses cost like $60,000, except for that horse in The Godfather. I think it was like $100,000 or something, the one they like cut the head off. Anyway, my point being is, if you own a horse and you're not living in the inner city where all the illegal immigrants are gonna come, so that's why I brought up the horse thing. But thank you guys for educating me on that. There was this one dude that was like, I like what you said. I'm with you on what you said, except for the horse thing. Sorry. And then somebody was telling me that you can actually get free horses from the government if you have land. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. So I did learn something in the process. Okay, so some horses cost $50,000. Others can be free. So it ranges from free to $50,000. All right. So what is this video about? I want to comment on the horse thing. Yeah, so I made the undocumented immigrant video. I hope you guys like that. I got a lot of good feedback. I am a very, very low-level editing phase where I'm teaching myself editing, and I know there are professional editors that are looking at my video going like, seriously? They're giving me that look because they know better. Because when you're a professional at something, when somebody is an amateur, it irks you. I get it. So I had my friend Narciso give me a good reaming. He gave me good he gave me like a criticism sandwich on stuff that I need to work on. So basically, you guys are going to see that in as I grow. I guess it's just going to be an experimentation as I do these little mini movies. You're going to hopefully see me get better as I'm doing it. So I know I have a way to go. But thanks for all your positive feedback on that. And also, I actually got some comments. People usually that I do the panel, like Magnificent and Mo and who knows, Prometheus. Some people wanted to know how to make videos. So instead of making a video, or just instead of me repeating myself, what I think I'm just gonna do within the next week, I want to put up a video just showing what I did to get started and how you can get started. I can't really give you, if you guys are starting your own channel or you want to make videos yourself too. Somebody, I forgot who it was, please remind me if you watch this video. They said they're starting their channel and they were inspired by me. So that's made me cry a little bit. That's so cool. So let me know when you start and I'll subscribe. But if you want to make movies like this or just edit stuff together, it's a very powerful tool that I think, if you're outside the box, if you're a conservative or whatever you want to call yourself, a truther, it's a very powerful tool to learn, even in a basic way, because the left has a complete dominion on art. And art is very powerful. Art's a very a powerful way to speak to people, because symbols and music and colors, they rule the world more than languages. And it's definitely the fastest way to communicate a message to somebody. Even if you don't speak the same language, people understand symbols and signs and music and emotion and all of that stuff. So this is one of the ways that the left has brainwashed people so fast. They control education and they control Hollywood and the arts, and this is why Illuminati's all up in Hollywood and music and stuff, because they know that this is a very powerful way to possess and control someone's spirit by having knowledge of symbolism and colors and music and art. And I think what's really cool, if you think about memes can have been able to undo a lot of that, like that. Just one photo with a snarky saying, you know, in the right way, has been able to make people think on a dime and get them to think, and it can unravel all of that college brainwashing like that. So just think about how powerful the art is, and the left can't meme because they have no sense of humor. You know, if you've ever seen that Family Guy episode where I think the dog Brian made like some kind of comment that was racist supposedly, and he got confronted in the cafeteria, and somebody was like, yeah, we live in a post-stroke world. For them, it's true. They've ruined comedy. They've ruined all this stuff. I don't, like I said in other videos, I don't even watch Hollywood anymore. I don't watch the Oscars. I don't watch any of the award shows, the Grammys, the Golden Globes, any of those that I used to watch them all. I used to plan my life around that. I don't even watch it anymore, and my life is better. And I watch a lot of independent film and foreign film aside that has nothing to do with Hollywood. I listen to a lot of world music. I don't even deal with those mofos anymore. So, and you know what? It's a good thing, because I think a lot of people get hooked on the fact that like Hollywood is their only source of entertainment. And a while ago, I forgot how long it was ago, I had a friend that was in a film at Sundance, and I went with her, and we ended up fighting. And I was there for like 7 days, almost a week. I want to say 10 days. I think it was like 7. Anyway, we ended up fighting the whole time. She's a brat, but anyway. But it was actually a blessing, because had I hung with her, because I went and we had shared a suite with her and her friends, but we came and gone, you know, as the festival was going on. And but it was a blessing. I brought that up because, not to bitch, it was a blessing, because had I not had that fight with her, I probably would have just seen all of the indie movies with Americans in it, a lot of the A-listers that were trying to get that, you know, one indie role so they can get their Oscars. But I actually just ended up going off on my own and seeing a lot of foreign films, or just other indie films that didn't have celebrities in it. And I was able to, like, it really put the idea in my head at the time that there's a whole other world of creativity and art outside of Hollywood. And it was so weird, because I was born and raised in LA. My dad came out to LA to be a director. That's a whole nother, that's a series of Truth or Talk videos. But, you know, so I didn't really get far in the industry, but I have a lot of friends that are connected to it. So when living in LA, whether you're famous or you're close to somebody that's famous or not, you're still kind of in this machine in Los Angeles, because even if you don't even want to be in the industry, you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, because, you know, movie sets, they have caterers, they have people that do, you know, cleaners, there are people that do special effects, there are people that are casting directors, or that work at restaurants, or that have some connection to the industry. So I think, you know, me being born and raised in LA, going to Sundance actually, and then having that fight with my friend, and then going out and seeing other movies that weren't really connected to Hollywood, really kind of broke me out of that, like, programming and brainwashing that in order to be a successful artist, in order to enjoy art or movies or film, that it had to be Hollywood, it had to be American, it had to be this. And I met people, ended up networking and meeting people from all over the world, literally, that had films there, that were not only, filmmakers, but that were actors, that were musicians, that were artists, that were illustrators. This is one cool lady, I was by myself, and she introduced me. She was like, oh, you're by yourself? She's like, yeah. She's like, oh, come hang out with me. And she had this really cool movie that she produced about deaf people. That was like, they were like, deaf artists, so they were like deaf actors and deaf, you know, musicians and stuff. It was just a really cool experience. So it was a blessing. So I went on my tangent that led me there, but anyway, subscribe to my backup channel. I think my strike's gonna be off soon, and then hopefully I'll do a live stream, because I haven't been able to live stream, because every time I do it, I'll get a strike, and then I'll offend somebody with the video, I'll get a strike, and then I have to wait another 3 months, and then right when I'm about to, I get another strike. So we'll see what happens this time. I also am going to be just updating you guys. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of like, I'll shoot a bunch of videos in a row and then upload them as the week goes by. But I have a job right now where I'm working a lot, so I'm not going to be as current on the issues as I can. I'm going to try to do my best. I want to at least put out one of these little mini movies that I did once a week. That's my goal. And then sometime in September, August, I want to do a Kickstarter campaign or like a GoFundMe campaign, in order to, you know, be able to kind of do this full time, but do more exclusives. I really like interviewing people. So if I can, my goal is to like really, maybe I'll do my little monologue videos that I do here at my Stream of Consciousness. I want to do mini movies, and I want to interview people, and then maybe I can go around, I can fly around if I had a budget to do that. But right now I'm doing everything by myself. I'm working a lot. So things are taking longer than I, you know, hoped. By the way, thank you for the people that have donated to me so much. I think I tried to write you back, or I did try to write you back. I'm having email issues with my email on the website. But thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you got my thank you message, because I did try and track those people down through PayPal and email them back. So anyway, I think that's it. Updates, horses. I want to do research so I can have a successful GoFundMe campaign, but it's gonna, like I said, I'll set a goal like maybe September, because I'm just working so much right now. It's really hard for me to be as consistent as I would like to be. But eventually I would like to be able to do this full time, so I don't have to have another job, but I'm not making enough money. My videos are demonetized. If somebody wants to donate like $200 million, yeah, $200 million. I just need $200 million. Even if I had $200 million, I would still probably do this, because this is really important, and it's very, it's very fulfilling for me. But I don't think I need that much, but I kind of need to figure out how much I do need. So it's going to entail like getting a budget together, being like, okay, this is what I want to do, how to have a successful GoFundMe campaign, and all that stuff. So anyway, all right, guys, subscribe to my backup channel, and peace, truth, and love. All right, bye-bye.